Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
A while back, I did a Women of the Bible episode on Jehosheba. Remember her? She was the wife of Jehoiada the high priest. When her mother or stepmother, Ahaziah, went on a killing spree, murdering all her grandsons so she could be queen without a puppet king, Jehosheba hid her 1-year-old nephew Joash and his nurse. She secreted them away to the temple where she and Jehoiada raised him for 6 years. When he was 7 years old, Jehoiada crowned him king and advised him to become a godly king. As I was studying all the kings in BSF, I ran across Ahaziah, Jehoshaba's brother, Joash's father. They would have grown up in the same household, and maybe even had the same mother, Athaliah, but the two were as different as night and day. Before Jehoram died, Arabian raiders had killed all of his older sons, leaving the youngest, Ahaziah. He was a young king, only 22 years old. He'd seen his father die a horrible death, but instead of turning to the Lord and obeying him, Ahaziah walked in the ways of the house of Ahab, for his mother, Athaliah, Ahab's daughter, advised him to do wickedly. In fact, the Bible said he did evil in the sight of the Lord, like the house of Ahab, for they were his counselors after the death of his father, to his destruction. Apparently their advice led Ahaziah to team up with his relative Jehoram, king of Israel, to go to war against Syria. God had anointed Jehu to destroy the house of Ahab. He killed Jehoram and then searched for and killed Ahaziah, because not only was he the grandson of Ahab, he acted like him too. The only reason he got a decent burial was because he was the grandson of Jehoshaphat, a man who sought the Lord with all his heart. The difference between Jehosheba and Ahaziah couldn't have been wider, even though they grew up in the same household. Maybe you know families like that. It's hard to overcome an evil genealogy. It's hard to squeeze yourself out of that mold and go the right way. Jehosheba most likely was greatly influenced by her husband Jehoiada, the high priest. But Ahaziah listened to his evil mother and his grandfather Ahab's advisors. So it definitely helps to surround yourself with godly influences if you're one of those who are trying to overcome your genealogy. But it's also important to be a positive influence on others who may have trouble in this way. God can use you as a good, godly friend or discipler, mentor, to bring that person to Him and lead them in the right direction.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes at our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.